Hey guys, I'm John from Legacy Woodworking, and today I'm here with Chris, and we're going to be talking about the next project. So tell me about this pedestal bed that you guys are now starting.
Well, I really can't take any credit for it, in all honesty. Tracy is the one that did all the design work for it.
Okay.
And he has a thing for this Oriental theme.
Okay.
He lived in Taiwan for some time, so I think he's gravitated to that.
So he likes the Oriental style.
He does.
Okay. So with that Oriental style, tell us about the kind of wood you're using. What are you doing to make it look authentic, and all that kind of stuff?
Well, a unique thing about the material is that we had a past project. It was, a deck or an arbor that Tracy wanted to build a long time ago.
Like pergola?
Pergola, exactly. And so plans had changed and that didn't take place. And so what we did is we simply are using some of that, I guess you could say, decking material for the bed itself. I think it's like Brazilian rosewood or something like that. It can stay in the sun and it won't rot out, and it's really resilient when it comes to UV rays and that type of thing.
So the bed's going to be bulletproof?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. And so the outside of the bed is all going to be out of this Brazilian rosewood, and the size of it will be for a full-size mattress.
Okay.
And so it's roughly about 84 inches long by about maybe 60 or so inches wide.
Okay.
And it's going to be awesome. I think my favorite aspect about the actual bed itself is that there's no like glue ups.
No glue in this entire bed?
Yeah.
Really?
And so what will happen is that everything is just going to interlock together. We're going to have a castle joint that will interlock together right in the pedestal legs.
Okay.
And then everything else is going to have inserts in order to bolt everything together.
So, you could build the bed here in Utah and you could ship it wherever you wanted to your brother down in Arizona or wherever else. Yeah,
it's pretty cool that way. So you can flat pack it and ship it anywhere you want. And because, again, the type of material that we're using, it's not really going to be changing in size all that much just because of that density and resilience that it has, which is really nice.
Awesome. So when are we going to get started on the bed project?
Well, we've already kind of, I guess you could say we've already released a video, not pertaining to the bed, but in preparation for the bed.
Okay, what video is that?
Now, that's the slotted table that we made for the 4x8.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just one section that's 4 foot long, we did 2 of them so we can take full advantage of the 8-foot length of the machine. Because our parts are 80 plus inches long in order to hold parts in place with our low pro clamps. We had to make that. And again, this will be used for the bed, but also will be great for other future projects as well.
Very cool. So what's the first step? What are we going to start with?
Well, the first one is actually going to cover probably over half of the parts in the bed itself. I believe there's like 34 components to make the bed, and half of them are plywood components. And so the first video that we'll do is actually all the sheet processing and just showing all the nested components being cut out on the machine.
Okay, so we're just nesting the first one, and that's going to be half. So does that mean the project's half done?
I guess quantity of parts, you could say, it's half done. But when it comes to set up a machine operations, not so much, because from here on out, after the sheet processing is done, then it's going to be one part at a time. Some parts will require 3 different, fixtures or programs, because you're going to work on side 1, flip it to work on an edge, and then flip it again to work on the other edge. You'll work on 3 different sides for some of the parts.
Wow. So we're going to break this bed up into sections then?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Chris, I'm excited to see the bed. I'm really excited to see this one come to fruition. The Brazilian rosewood's a beautiful red color. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's oiled and finished.
Yep. It'll be awesome.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for spending time with me today. Thank you, guys. And watch for the projects coming up from Chris.